Hello, Cancers. Welcome to your Between the Moons reading. This is a reading that's going to cover the time period between the full moon now on October 9th when I'm recording it and November 8th. So it's the time period between the full moons. And Cancers, I've got two stands here. One is what you need to release. One is what you're bringing in. But I do read intuitively. So if I'm getting another message for you, I'll definitely bring that up. I've got two Moonology decks, and we'll do overarching energies, and then we'll get the tarot. I'll also do pick a card at the end. If you have a question, I'll give you an answer. So what you need to release. The answers you need are coming, Cancers. Okay. The answers you need are coming. Is there something you've been waiting for, waiting to hear about? I would say release any attachment to it, let it go, and things will start flowing in, since that's on the release side. And let's see, this is the attracting card. What are you attracting? Last quarter moon in Cancer. Take a breather. Self-care. Relax, Cancers, in this time period. So let's see. I'm going to pull few tarot cards. First, we'll start with the release side. You have the Judgment card. This is a rebirth. I would say it's also about releasing judgment. Don't be too hard on other people or on yourself. The Seven of Swords. Okay. If someone has betrayed you, Cancers, you need to release that. This is about letting go of old betrayals or hurts. The Seven of Swords can also be keeping things to yourself, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. But as I said, if you've been worrying about something that's coming in, the answers are coming. You have to let that go, release that, and then it'll come back to you. Beautiful. 10 of Pentacles, Cancers. Release any fears about money, because there's certainly an abundance of that. It's also about stability. So release any worry or fear so you can feel calm and stable. That's the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, Cancers. The answers you need are coming, and they're bringing a lot of security and success. So what you're attracting here, take a breather. You've got the Five of Swords. That can be an argumentative energy. It can be doing things differently. So if you have in the past been anxious or worried about things, this would be about releasing that, letting it go. And it would be about also with this Five of Swords, you know, there's on the traditional card, the guy is at war, but he's picking the swords up from other people. So it could be you having to do things in a different way to get your result. Beautiful. Attracting the Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning, again with stability, finances. You know, don't fear, don't worry about not having enough money, because it looks like you're going to have plenty of money, and you're going to have an opportunity to make money or an opportunity to be more stable if you haven't felt that way. And the Nine of Wands. Everything that you've been working towards, Cancers, is coming too. Okay, the answers are coming. What you've been working on, what you've been putting your energy into is going to come back. It may just take a little while with that take a breather, okay? You may have to let go and just give it time, and don't be anxious about it, okay? So, Cancers, if you have a question, it could be yes or no. It could just be any kind of question. I'm going to put down 3 cards. Based on the tarot card that I pick, I will give you your answer to your question. So let's see here. That's card number 1, card number 2, card number 3. Cancers, pause the video if you need to take a moment to ask your question and focus in on the cards. Okay, so for card number 1, you got the Lovers. I'm going to say this is yes. If it was a card, if your question has to do with a romance or a love, I would say follow your heart on this one. This is the potential to meet a soulmate. Also, if you're making a decision, make that decision with your heart, and you will have a positive outcome. So we've got a yes for card number 1. Card number 2, The Hanged Man. The Hanged Man says, maybe. So I'm going to say it's a maybe because the Hanged Man pauses and looks at things from different perspectives. And, it's a slower moving energy. So if your question is, should you do something a certain way? I would say I would look into other ways of doing things. Doesn't mean you have to abandon an idea, but I would say that there may be a different perspective you could take. There may be a different way of looking at what it is you want. And as far as a yes or no, like I said, this is a maybe card. The answers still aren't all in yet to say yes or no on that card. And you have the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles, I'm going to say it's a yes card because it's a card about aligning your heart and your head, and it's a card about gaining control. And I would say that if your question has to do with finances, as long as you get smart about your finances, again, you have that 10 of Pentacles there. I think your finances are going to be fine. Make sure you're smart about what you're doing. If it's a yes or no, I would say it's a yes, because if you align your heart and your head and you pursue something, I think it's going to work out. Interestingly, card number 1 was the Lovers. I don't know if you just picked card number 3, you didn't see that, and that's about making a decision with your heart. So that's what I have for you, Cancers, for your pick a card and your Between the Moons reading. I believe you're bringing in exactly what you want and need. You have to release any attachment to fear about it. It may take a little longer than you think, but I believe that everything that you're working for is going to pay off, and you're going to get new opportunities. Thank you so much for subscribing, commenting, liking. If you need further clarification, please check another area of your chart, and I hope you have a great month.